Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And tonight we're going to talk about, we got some wrestling news, and then we're going to talk about SmackDown. So Vince McMahon was not at SmackDown tonight. He did review the show virtually. I believe they sent him the entire script before the show went on the air, and he freaking looked at it. And he did made some minor changes, and then he went off. Apparently, I don't know how good of a sign this is for the future. He did not go to the show because he went to a concert in New York. So he didn't just stay home or whatever. He actually had bigger fish to fry apparently by going to this concert. I believe it was the Eagles concert. So, oh my Lord, if there's no concert next week, he might be there. We'll see what happens, but that wasn't the greatest sign in the world that he didn't stay home and just relax and watch that. He actually probably didn't even watch the fucking show. He was at the damn concert. Jesus Christ. So apparently that's reports coming out that Vince McMahon was not at Raw because he went to at SmackDown because he was at a concert. But before leaving for the concert, I guess, he did review the script, made some minor changes, and then said, suckers, some good shit tonight. All right, let's move along. Vincent Kennedy McMahon at a concert. And you can put that on the Big Daddy, not the little one. Anyways, let's move along here tonight on a Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes make 15 Make-A-Wishes over the WrestleMania weekend. That's big accomplishment. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes making all those kids happy, man. That's huge, man. 15, damn. Let's move along. Let's see here. Let's move along. So they did announce the draft yesterday. That ended up being Triple H announcement of the draft. So he didn't give a date, but he said in a few weeks. My guess, maybe they could push until after Backlash. They could do that because it seems like they still got some feuds going on. It seems like they're still having maybe Sheamus and Gunther feud, Rey Mysterio and Dominic. So they could, you know how they love to do the rematches at Backlash. They could do that, and then maybe they'll do it after Backlash. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the hell happens, man. Like I said, the way things are going right now, Roman Reigns is not scheduled to appear at Backlash, but he is scheduled to appear at King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. So that's a good sign. He will be. We will be seeing him at because King of the Ring is in May, so that's coming up. Finn Balor suffered he tore his calf, and he was supposed to be out for like 2 months, and he only came back 3 weeks. Damn, great job by Finn Balor, man. And then he's freaking suffered a cut in his freaking in his head that required 14 stitches. 14 staples. Jesus Christ, man. This guy's a warrior. And then he was on SmackDown all this Friday night, man. Just literally 5 days after the match. What a fucking warrior this guy is, man. Tore quad or tear calf. And then receiving 14 staples. And then Jesus Christ, he might have a concussion too. Holy cow, man. Jesus Christ. Finn Balor's a warrior. And that's on the Big Daddy, not the little one. Not a lot of news tonight, I don't guess. Let's move along here tonight on a Saturday. I beg your pardon. Let's just continue to move along here tonight. Let's see here. So this is Will Ospreay updating people on his injury. Just an update for you all. I have more range of motion in my shoulder, but still struggle with strength. I think I'll be okay, but I'm just going through my physique with this. As don't want to come back too early and this thing rip off. Much love. So speedy recovery to Will Ospreay as he continues to heal from his shoulder injury. Shinsuke Nakamura will be back next week on SmackDown. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what happens with him. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. So it was weird that the roster was not informed about a draft the whole week. It was reported by Fight Faithful, by Select, and then Triple H announced it. I wonder if that was what the minor change was in the script. He's like, you know what? To make your announcement work something, let's announce the draft. Oh, really, Vince? When is it? I have no clue, but just announce it to make your announcement look legit. Imagine if that was a fucking minor change McMahon made on the script. Announcing a draft to make Triple H announcement matter. So yeah, Fight Faithful checked in and they said there's no wrestler informed them of a potential draft, and then Triple H announced it. Pretty interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to move along on this. All right, yeah, not a lot of news tonight. Let's continue to move along here tonight on a Saturday. So this is an update on Bayley. The indication that Bayley is leaving WWE or that she is unhappy. The general belief is that her social media posts are part of her personality to build something in the future. So they're saying it's like a storyline situation. Now that they come out with some articles I read that they had split them, that they haven't made it like public on TV, but they had split Bayley from Dakota Kai and Io Dakota. I don't know. That's probably not true though. That would be stupid if they just split them behind the scenes out of nowhere and don't give an explanation. No, my guess is she's still with Damage Control, but they could be splitting them up soon. I don't know. I think it sucks that she hasn't been in this whole time with Damage Control. She has never been able to win the women's championship, especially with her, because they pretty much go to both shows, Raw and SmackDown, right? Especially when Dakota Kai and Io Sky were the tag team champions. So they had like the option of either the Raw Women's Champion or the SmackDown Women's Champion. And the fact they haven't put it on her, that to me is a disappointment, man. But let's move along here tonight, man. Let's move along. Drew McIntyre continues to be very unhappy with the creative side and also the money that WWE is presenting to him. He is seriously considering about leaving. I believe his contract expires in the summer, just before AEW All In show in London at Wembley Stadium. And because he is a free agent, he would be able to sign right away with AEW. So could it be possible that he would be like a debut surprise for AEW in the summer? Because it looks like WWE is preparing for Drew McIntyre to walk away. They are having a lot of problems with the negotiations. He wasn't on SmackDown this week. Everybody was wondering what was McIntyre, you know. So it could be possibly he could be finishing up with WWE pretty soon. I think he's disappointed in the drop off he's had, like compared to like 2020 and 2021 when he was WWE champion, and now like he's become a mid carder. I think he's disappointed in that too. I think he's frustrated with that. So he might leave. This is a Vince McMahon guy, right? Remember the Chosen One and all that crap. So let's see if Vince McMahon, now that he's more back in the fold, can try to get him back. We'll see, man, because it would be a huge loss. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what the hell happens, man. Still no NXT calls up. So maybe we'll get those in the draft. Sometimes they do that. They draft people from NXT. So maybe that's how they're going to bring people up. We'll see what happens. But But yeah, as of and so neither on Raw or SmackDown this week, no NXT calls up. We'll see if we get any. And I'm assuming in the draft they'll get some. I would assume. Let's see if there's any more news over here. Man, lately all the other freaking websites are doing the fucking same news. It's kind of easier though because it makes the video go faster. The less news, the faster the video goes. Let's see here. All right, I guess it's time for a SmackDown recap, ladies and gentlemen. Here tonight on a freaking Friday, man. What was the date? April 7, 2020. Oh my Lord. All right, there we go. SmackDown April 7. Nope. That's not what I want. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown April 7, man. This show, I thought the second hour was better. I thought the first hour was kind of boring. But anyways, let's go through it, man. SmackDown from Portland. All right, man. It kicks off with the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium. Always a good match with them, man. At the end, the Brawling Brutes win, man. Bro kick. Sheamus kicked the Avanci and then he pinned him. That was how the match ended. So the Brawling Brutes win the match. So at least Sheamus get this one, right? Obviously, Gunther got the match at WrestleMania. But at least they let Sheamus win this one, man. And then we get a segment backstage, Paul Heyman with Sosa Cola, and they're talking, and then Jey Uso shows up, and he's like, hey, what up, man? Where's Jimmy? Haven't seen him. Like, Jimmy's not here tonight. Roman Reigns wants to stay back home because he wants you to solve once and for all the Sami Zayn problem in your match tonight. He wants you to beat him all by yourself. And he's like, okay, man, I got this, no problem. And then as Jey walks away, Paul Heyman tells Solo, if he can't fix the Sami Zayn problem, you fix it. So, and then later on in the night, man, Sami Zayn's telling Kevin Owens, I want to have a conversation between myself and Jey before the match. Kevin Owens is like, you're freaking crazy, man. Why would you do that? Like, I feel like I have to, man. And then so he's trying to have a conversation. He's trying, despite everything, man, he's still trying to convince him, hey, man, you can still leave the bloodline before it all goes to the shithole, man. Look, everything that I told you was going to happen has already started happening. I told you we were going to take the tag team titles from you guys, and then the bloodline's going to start crumbling. And look, we took the tag team title from you guys, and now look, your brother's Jimmy's nowhere to be found. Neither is Roman Reigns. But then after that, freaking Sosa Cola attacks Kevin Owens, and so he attacks him backstage. And then Sami's like just in shock, and Jey just looking at Sami like, and Paul Heyman is behind them too. So anyways, then they had their match. Okay, that was the main event, so I'll get to it later on tonight, man. Then we have Ricochet versus Ivar in a one-on-one match. Both Braun Strowman and Eric are banned from ringside. Ricochet wins the match with a shooting star press. He gets the pin. And then we get Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Shotzi and Natalya. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan win. And then we get an LA Knight segment, man. We got Xavier Woods and Nat Cat Moss playing video games. And then LA Knight just comes in there and interrupts and, still complain about not getting WrestleMania. And Xavier Woods tells him, well, maybe if you would work as hard as you complain, maybe you for sure would be in WrestleMania. and then they get pissed at each other. LA Knight grabs Xavier Woods' controller and breaks it, and then he just walks away. Xavier Woods wants to kick him, and he wants to kick his ass, but Madcap Moss holds him back. I thought they were gonna have a match, but they didn't have a match. Maybe next week we'll see. Then Triple H comes out. He makes the announcement about the Hall of Fame. Like I said, he didn't give a date. He just said it's in a few weeks. So he said it's going to be a game changer. He said everybody's eligible, so maybe Roman Reigns. So, I mean, Jesus Christ. So those few Raw appearances Roman Reigns makes are finish, I guess.